into place. So let's waste no time here and get into personal finance lesson number 1, which is that delayed gratification is crucial to everything. If you can resist the temptation of an immediate reward, then usually your payoff will be a lot greater later on in life. This happens often in the investing world. So let's say you invest in the stock market. If you buy and hold for a very long time, let's say 10, 30, or even 50 years, the bigger and bigger your gains are going to be. It's the same reason why so many financial experts recommend not touching your savings or your 401k, because they know that if you have your money in one of those accounts, the longer that it has to compound, it usually is better for your retirement. In terms of everyday purchases, delayed gratification can be boiled down to a simple phrase, which is that if you can't buy it twice, don't buy it. So hopefully that phrase is pretty self-explanatory, but if you can buy an item twice, then that probably means you're in a pretty good financial position in order to buy that said item. For example, let's pretend you want to buy something worth $500, so maybe a new Xbox or PS5, and you can afford it once, but the idea of a purchase that's over $1,000 seems kind of daunting. That's when I'd probably argue you can't afford the $500 purchase in the first place, because if the $1,000 purchase makes you uncomfortable, then it's probably not a good idea. Delayed gratification can also help with your decision making. I find that whenever you have a decision presented to you, and especially if it's a big decision in your life, such as a career change, if you zoom out 10 or 20 years, usually the picture becomes a lot clearer. So I personally remember a situation at work that I was in. So I was working in the monetization department at a mobile video game company, and I wanted to switch to marketing because they had a higher base salary for their employees. The short-term thinking in me wanted the extra salary of 10 or 20K by switching over to marketing and doing roughly the same amount of hours of work. But the idea was like, okay, if I zoom out 10 or 20 years, I didn't really want to be doing marketing in 20 years. So it really didn't make any sense for me. So if you can combine long-term thinking and delayed gratification, that's when I think you become unstoppable in